what you like, what it is you're looking for in a vehicle.
Sure.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Okay, how many children do you have?
3.
Oh, great, I have 3 children. Do you have boys or girls?
I got 2 boys and a girl.
Excellent, that must be fun, huh?
Yeah.
How old are your children?
15, 15, and 2.
Okay, well, you have 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that, you're a young guy.
Sons.
Understand, that's great, that's great. Your kids play any sports?
Yeah, I play football and wrestling.
Okay. Now, as far as the E-Class goes, will your children be in the vehicle with you a lot of the time, or will it just be mainly a business vehicle?
Some of the time, a little bit.
Will you be using the vehicle for business and pleasure, or just one or the other?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of extracurricular activities do you do?
I like to, umpire baseball and referee basketball.
Oh, yeah?
Side
Okay.
as well, yeah.
Great. I volunteered to play be a soccer coach this spring, so I'm looking forward to that. Do any coaching?
I did. Not so much anymore, but I did in the past life.
Okay. Matt, if you don't mind me asking, as far as work goes, do you travel for work, or is it kind of nearby to your home, or?
It's about a 20, 25-minute drive in.
Okay, so you're going to need something with some good field knowledge, if I understand correctly.
Absolutely.
Correct? Now, your kids, you said you have 2 15-year-olds. Do they still in the house? I'm assuming with you guys.
Yep.
Okay. Do they taller kids, bigger kids, smaller kids?
Almost as big as me.
Okay. Now, your younger son or daughter, will she be in the car seat, or is she
Yep,
just?
in the back seat, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Matt, I have a vehicle that I think will work exactly for what you're looking for. Okay. I'm going to pull the vehicle up. I'll show you some of the great features that I think you'll really like, and then we'll take it for a drive. And who knows, you might be driving the new E-Class home today.
All right, sounds
Okay?
great.
Give me a moment, I'll be right with you.
All right.
Okay? Okay, man, well, here it is. I pulled up a 2016 Mercedes-Benz E350 today. Okay? Now, I pulled this vehicle up because, to me, it makes me think that this vehicle will fit you and your family well. Now, if I'm wrong, I've been wrong before, so correct me, okay? Matt, I want to show you some of the things that I think would be great for you and your family. If you stand in front of the vehicle, first of all, and I understand you're a businessman, you have to drive something that says a statement, that presents you as a businessman when you pull up to your clients.
Absolutely.
You stand in front of the vehicle, unmistakably a Mercedes-Benz. You have a big, bold Mercedes-Benz emblem. In 2014, the E-Class was reintroduced as a new model. It's the first time E-Class has a big, bold Mercedes-Benz emblem on the hood. Before you had your traditional hood emblem, which is great, but this gives it a really bold, sporty look. You have AMG inspired louvers on the front of the vehicle, which gives you that aggressive, bull-like nostril, I like to call it. To me, it reminds me of like a big, angry bull. Doesn't it look like that a little bit? Okay, so that's what you got when you stand in front of the vehicle, but looks aren't everything. You have to make sure you have safety, security, and things like that, okay? As far as safety goes, underneath this vehicle is a safety cage that you can't see, but it's there protecting your family. With having little children, even your 15-year-olds, you want to make sure they're the safest vehicle on earth, and that's what Mercedes-Benz has. The safest features, the safest body structure that you'll find in any other manufacturer, okay? You have a full LED headlight. Now that headlight is, it's just a headlight, right? But there's a lot of technology in that headlight as well, Matt. You have full LED lights that ignite at all times during your running times, during the daylight. At night, you're gonna have daylight visibility, okay? The vehicle has these lights that are designed to be as close to daylight as possible. So even when you're driving at nighttime, you're gonna have full visibility as if you were driving during the day.
Oh, great.
But it's not just that, man. They're automatic high beam headlights. And what that means is that the vehicle will sense darker backgrounds. So if you need the high beam assist, it will activate automatically. But Mercedes-Benz doesn't think just of you. And now they're a little more, they like to share the wealth, is what I'm saying. They think of the guy on the other side of the road. They think of the people that are coming alongside on the other side of the road. So if those high beams are activated, the guy on the other side is probably going to be pretty upset at you because those high beams aren't hurting his eyes. But not with these headlights. Because this headlight will automatically dim out. It'll dim out so that it doesn't affect the incoming traffic. But this headlight will still have full-blown visibility for you, okay? Now, if you're driving with the full headlights on and there's a car in front of you, it'll still project high beam intensity. But for the car in front of you, it will not. It's almost like it wraps itself around that car, projecting high beam headlight, but not at that vehicle. So it's not going to have an angry pedestrian in front of you. Okay?
All right.
Correct. Some of the things that I want to mention to you, we're going to talk about the front a little bit because that's very important. On the front of the vehicle, there's a lot of sensors you really can't see. Okay? You have sensors that'll help you stop. They'll help you stop if they notice that you're not paying attention and that you're going to hit the car in front of you, okay? It also has attention assist. The attention assist, I know you say you drive 20 minutes, but on a late night at the office, end of month, driving home a little drowsy. If the vehicle senses, it uses 70 different sensors to monitor your comfort level. If it senses that the music is tone a little low, if it senses that maybe you haven't moved from your seat in the last few seconds, it'll sense that you're tired. Activating the light, little coffee cup that you'll see in the cluster, that'll let you know, hey, Matt, I think you're a little tired, let's pull over, grab a coffee, and get back on the road. So that'll be safety and security for your family.
All right.
Okay? Now, Matt, one of the things I want to mention to you is you see a lot of beautiful lines, a lot of cuts on the vehicle. Everything on this vehicle is there for a reason. There's nothing that Mercedes-Benz puts on their cars that's just there for looks. From the design of the side mirror, this side mirror here is designed specifically so that it deflects water from the side mirror, okay? So it's not just there because it looks cool. The high beam marker lights on the side, they're LED full-blown lights on the side mirror. Those are really bright. They're gonna light up in an orange tone so that when you're at the intersection in the dark country road, it'll let the guy on the intersection know that you're coming. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, very neat. You have 7/18" AMG inspired wheels, okay? It's a split 5-spoke wheel that looks fantastic. It looks amazing, but it doesn't just look amazing, as I told you before. It's there for a reason, okay? These wheels are designed this way to cut through the wind better, therefore giving you better aerodynamics, therefore giving you better gas mileage, okay? 302 horsepower underneath this hood. That's a lot of horsepower in a V6, okay? But it doesn't take away from your fuel consumption. You're still gonna get 28 miles to the gallon on the highway on this car, and about 23 on the city, okay? It's pretty neat, isn't it? Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so we move around the vehicle, you're gonna notice the little holes on those brake calipers there, okay? On the brake pads, I'm sorry. Those are perforated brake pads. And what those little holes are designed, they're designed to keep that brake pad cooler, okay? So when you're driving and you slam on that brake, those brakes aren't gonna lock up on you. Speaking of not locking up, our anti-lock braking system. We invented the anti-lock braking system. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not.
Mercedes-Benz invented that. The typical anti-lock braking system will pump 15 times a second. That's pretty quick, okay? Mercedes-Benz anti-lock braking pads will pump 30 times in a second, giving you better response, allowing you to steer away from the accident when still applying that brake pressure. That's gonna keep you safe come wintertime. Pretty neat, isn't it?
That's it.
You're gonna notice this little square on the side of the door. The little square on the side of the door is gonna allow you to lock that door, okay? If you have your keys in your pocket, it's what's called a proximity key. Mercedes-Benz has called it a keyless go, okay? I call it proximity because that's the term for it. But if the keys are in your pocket, you have your briefcase with you, maybe a handful of groceries on the other side. Now, it's a little awkward, right? Having to grab those keys out. So this allows you to simply touch the door handle, unlock the door, set your briefcase down, come around, put your groceries in the back, and you're on your way, okay? You don't have to try to dig out that key from your briefcase or from your pocket when your hands are full.
On the driver's side?
It's gonna do it off all 4 doors.
Oh, great.
Yeah, all 4 doors, even the trunk.
Wow.
That's pretty neat,
Yeah.
okay? I open up the side door here, but I'm gonna close it. And I want to close it for a reason, so you can hear how solid that door sounds, okay? There's a lot of technology that, believe it or not, they spend millions of dollars studying and making sure that our hinges are high-strength steel, helping you in case of an accident, you'll still be able to open that door. There's a lot of technology in this door here, the door hinge, that allows you to still be able to open and close that door in case of an accident. So God forbid, in case of a front collision, on most cars, the door jams up, you can't get out, the car lights on fire, and then you got a big disaster, okay? Mercedes-Benz has engineered these doors that although this front end crumples in, you're still able to open this door. And that's the safety it's worthless. You cannot put a money sign on that kind of safety for you and your family. That's pretty important, isn't it? Okay? I want you to have a seat in this seat right here, man.
All right.
Because I want to make sure you're going to be comfortable in your new Mercedes-Benz. How's that feel for you?
Feels great.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Okay? This is an MBTEX leather trim seat, okay? It's not a true leather seating. It's not true leather. True leather has pores on it. But what happens, it's nice to have real leather, but those pores will eventually absorb body oils, humidity, things like that, and begin to crack, and they just don't look as nice after a few years. If you're gonna have this car for 5-6 years like you mentioned, you wanna make sure it looks just as good as it did when you pull it out of the showroom. I'm sure that's important to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Come on out. That's beautiful wood grain, isn't it, by the way? It's a black wood grain. It's actually a wood grain that's designed specifically for the sport model, and it just gives it a really classy but yet sporty look.
All right.
Would you agree? Yes. Okay. Now I want to show you the back seat because you have kids. The kids are going to be with you. I'm not the tallest guy in the earth, but I'm not the shortest guy either. Okay. So I'm going to sit in the back, and I'm going to show you how roomy that seat is. Okay.
All right.
I still have plenty of leg room here. Okay. If you notice, the back of the seat is designed with these little bows at the end of the seat. Now those little bows aren't there for a reason. They're designed so that my knee can have that extra 2 inches of room. Okay. Now 2 inches doesn't seem like much, but that's a lot of extra room when you have kids that are taller, like you mentioned.
Difference
Okay?
in me getting kicked.
Yes, correct. Now, I know you said you'd like to do coaching and stuff like that. I know you said you kids that play baseball. You have a very roomy trunk. You can fit a lot of baseball bags in there,
Yeah.
okay? You even have this little tray in the back that's really neat, okay? It allows you to keep some of your stuff in here. Pretty deep.
Oh.
Put your briefcase, groceries, things like that. My wife always complains because the groceries roll all over the trunk. Well, not anymore. You just set them in there, and it makes it really easy. And then when you're done, you just tuck it away and fold it back in. Pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to mention, the vehicle does have a 60-40 split bench seat in the back, okay? That allows you to fold the seats down and have extra room so that you can put your luggage, baseball bats, baseball bags, golf bags if you golf. I like to golf. I'm terrible at golf, by the way, Matt, but I enjoy it, okay? 4MATIC, 25 minutes back and forth from work to the house. Come January, you're going to be glad you have 4MATIC. 4MATIC is Mercedes-Benz's all-wheel drive system, okay? Mercedes-Benz invented all-wheel drive. So do you think they do it the best? Of course they do. We invented it, okay? The all-wheel drive system is designed on basically a demand-style system. The vehicle's running on rear drive. In a tenth of a second, if the vehicle senses slippage on either the front or any one of the corner wheels, that all-wheel drive will automatically kick on. You don't have to do anything, okay? The vehicle will automatically sense slippage on the front or back and give you power work to whichever wheel is needed, okay? That's pretty impressive, right? Speaking of going back and forth in the middle of January, we've had a lot of rain in the last few weeks. Now, rainy weather can be just as dangerous as slippery weather. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay, so these brake pads have a little sensor on the caliper. That little sensor is doing only one thing. It's monitoring moisture. So if that little sensor senses that those brake pads are moist, it's gonna bring in that pad just a hair, but it's bringing it in a little closer to that pad so it can respond faster. There's less travel between the rotor and the pad, therefore giving you faster and more comfortable stopping. That's pretty neat in the rainy weather, isn't it? Great. Well, Matt, 2016 E-Class, you know what? The vehicle has safety, sportiness. It's going to get you back and forth in style. It's going to make you feel 100% better when you're going home. When you pull up next to that glass finished mirror and you can see your reflection on the side of the road, you can see your reflection on that building, you're going to be glad you went with Mercedes-Benz. Now, I understand you were looking at a Lexus also. Lexus makes a great vehicle, Matt. They make a great vehicle. But every car you see on the road has Mercedes-Benz DNA running through its gas lines in this case, right? Because we share our technology with everybody. Mercedes-Benz sells their patents for $1 on the patent. And we're not looking to get rich on our patents, obviously, we're selling for $1. But Mercedes-Benz shares their patents with every manufacturer so that every human being can be safe. Whether it's a Mercedes-Benz, a Dodge, a Honda, no matter what it is, we want everyone to be safe. That's why we share our technology with everyone. And I think you're going to be very safe. You're going to be very happy. Your family's going to love this car. And you're going to be glad you went with Vin Devers. And you're going to be glad you went with Mercedes-Benz.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much. Let's take you for a drive, all right? Go.
Great job, guys. Thank you very much.
And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend.